Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Deavan.
How are you? It's been so long.
It has been a long time. How are you?
It's so long. I'm all right. I haven't done a live in months. I
I
just
think
been
you look
kind of off.
great. I love the hat. She's so
Thank
beautiful.
you. Stop. No, thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, I am like using my phone, so I cannot see YouTube comments. So I'm so sorry.
You're probably better off. But everyone's
Right?
so far, everyone's like really nice.
Well,
So there we go. And everyone knows that we love you. And yeah. So you want to know what I've been doing like the last I don't know 20 minutes.
what?
I have been on trying to keep it cool. Keeping it cool. Cody just had to.
Cool.
I have been on my fan club on Reddit, just like acknowledging all the great work that they're doing for me. It's like so amazing. Like I'm like truly like blessed that like I have like this dedicated team of people who just like talk about me all night long, and like where would I be without them? So like
Right? It's so nice. Like even when it's
it
bad
really
stuff,
is.
like you're still on their mind, and it makes you
You
just
feel
big.
loved. I am loved and like blessed, and I'm just so happy that like I am in these people's thoughts and their prayers and everything. So like that's what's up right now with me.
I
That's
don't know how you look at Reddit. Reddit, I think it's like Reddit and Twitter. Those are the two things like that I'm not on. Like I have a Twitter account, but I probably posted on it like once, and it has like 200 followers. But like I feel like Twitter and Reddit, I'm just like, no, fam.
that's how I usually am. But like at this point, I was like, let's just like give them a visit. Let's
Yeah.
see what's going on, and like just like to thank the people who are like so just don't miss any move I make. Like like where would I be without them? I wouldn't be
Where
anywhere.
you
Like
would be nowhere without them talking about you. No, I was talking about this the other day. People ask like, doesn't it bug you? Like there's like fan pages, well, hate pages, and it
oh,
doesn't
they're all
because
fan pages, like just like my page on Reddit.
right? No, ultimately, if it's a hate page or this page, it's a fan page. All they're doing is just talking about me, and they literally just obsess over every small thing I do to try and turn it in a bad
And
way. Which,
God
like,
bless them for doing that,
thank
Jeff.
you.
God bless them. God bless them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand how they have all this energy just to think about us.
You know what?
All news is good news.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
They're
how I
fans,
look at it.
and that's cool. So,
No news is bad news. So
have you
Yeah.
watched any of like this new season of 90 Day or anything like that? Do you care?
I have no idea who anyone on the cast is. Like, I only know names but I feel like all the names this year sound the same to me. Like, you have what, Yara,
Yeah. Yeah.
Jovi. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is Jovi one of the girls or?
Jovi's a guy. I think
Okay.
he's named after John Bon Jovi, but like I can't get like a concrete answer on that
it
one.
was like after one of those songs
but he's
that
with
she said.
Jovi. He's with Yara.
I just heard it's like really confusing and like I don't keep up with the season anymore. Um, I guess there was someone named Andrew who was talking about me, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
They're talking about Amira, which is the next target.
I know who
And the
Amira
line
is.
of people who have talked stuff about being you. Amira is the next one. So it
Yeah,
was
I
me,
noticed
then
that.
you, now it's Amira.
Yeah, I saw that like our hate pages for you and me are now attacking Amira. That's the only reason I know who she is. I don't know her storyline. I know like screenshots and that kind of stuff, and it's just so toxic. And I've noticed like they attack only women. I swear. They only attack like these hate pages, the certain like hate pages. I feel like they only attack like women and they'll like defend the men on the show and just attack women. So I don't understand that. It's crazy.
Are you happy to be like away from are you away from 90 Day? Like are you like
Yeah.
are you
I am so done with 90 Day Fiance. I want nothing to do with the show. It's very toxic, and it's not only is like production toxic because of like them doing storyboards and pre-planning what you're going to do and what you're going to talk about and try and create a storyline out of your life, and then obviously create more drama in that aspect of your life, and just the long work hours and not caring about children is just horrible. But not only is like the production toxic in itself, it's like the I don't want to say fan base, but like the hate base of it, because we have some amazing fans, but like the hate base is
we do have amazing. Well, I'm like a cast member. I'm not a cast member, but like I'm in the group, and I get the hate you guys get. So that's how I incorporate myself into that. But I would say like that there are great people that watch this show.
Yeah, there's amazing people that watch the show,
and then there's the amount of horrible people that like.
Yeah, like there's some amazing bloggers who are just so kind, like Melanated the other way. She's amazing. She's so nice. But then you have like more of your toxic groups, I won't name them, where it's like a crazy toxic place. And then you're like dealing with like the hate base, which is toxic. And sometimes it will outweigh the good fans, which is unfortunate. And then you have, not only do you have toxic production, a toxic hate group, you also have toxic cast members that just want to go after each other constantly. And I've been guilty of that in the past, of going after a certain cast member that I didn't like. And I've grown up from that, and I'm stepping away from that. And it's just so toxic. I cannot believe it.
Who rhymes with horror? That one?
Who? Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's been over a year since I got into that toxic fight with her. And like, she's 50 years older than me. I've grown up, you know, she has her issues, that kind of thing. And she's trying to continue that hate by saying I've known Chris for like years and years.
Like, you should just go like McDonald's and get like a senior coffee. Like, right? Like, you know, go to McDonald's. Get your senior coffee and like be done with it. That's it.
Yeah, and I used to like care so much about what they all thought of me, that kind of thing. And I look back at like the drama I had with her a year ago, and I'm like, it was so childish, it was so silly. And for her a year later to just go on to podcast or lives being like, yeah, she's known this guy for this long, and she's like this, she's so toxic. And it's like, you don't know when I met my boyfriend. You don't know me. I've met you once. And it's just so toxic how even after a year, they still want to carry on that drama just to get clout. And I feel like a lot of the cast members will constantly pick at each other just to get clout. And it's like, I'm past that. I'm moving on to my own projects. I don't need this show to carry on my career. Like, some cast members still need the show to carry on their career. I don't need that.
Good.
Yeah. Done.
I wanted to ask you about like OnlyFans, because you're on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I follow you on OnlyFans. You're like the only person I do follow on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I see your pictures because I have an OnlyFans account. Like, you know, I use mine for other things. Although after seeing the type of money y'all make on it, like I'm trying to maybe we should just like go like whatever on it. But how do you feel about like you know, watching certain cast members like you know, seeing like full-on sex scenes and stuff like that? Like, do you agree with it? Like, what do you think?
Are they doing that?
Oh yeah. Oh, Paul and Karini, or Larissa and Eric. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff that I can never unsee.
I didn't know they were going full blown. It's kind of ironic because our Sharp Entertainment contract states we're not supposed to do pornographic material. So I don't.
There are so many people who are on OnlyFans, and like they're all getting renewed. Like, you know, pretty much like Elizabeth and Andre are on OnlyFans, and you know, they're going to be unhappily in a few weeks when that airs.
Yeah, if they're like, here's my thing. I don't care what people do on OnlyFans. My thing is like, our TLC contract said we can't do that stuff. So if you're going to fire Larissa for doing that stuff, then I
Well,
know
she was
all of our
doing soda,
contracts.
which I think is like I guess that's different, like from OnlyFans. I mean, it's the same thing.
Well, my thing is it's still like if you're doing that type of content and our TLC contract says we can't do that and they're gonna fire a cast member for that. My viewpoint on it is like you have to fire everyone then when it comes to like the TLC stuff because it's not fair that some people were being like Larissa, for example, got in trouble and fired for doing that. But then all these other cast members are doing it. So you should, as our contracts are all the same, it should be held up to that. As for like showing everything on OnlyFans, it's not something I do. It's not my forte. I personally wouldn't do it. I just do lingerie, that kind of stuff. And if it's like something they want to do, they can do it. However, if they are doing it, then I think they should be fired from TLC because our contract says we shouldn't be, or at least
a lot of
hire
people
back.
who are on the OnlyFans. And like I don't follow them all because you have to pay for it, which like I don't know. But
Well,
like, I also don't want to see that,
Yeah. Honestly, like I think it's ridiculous when people are trying to sell OnlyFans for like $20 a subscription. That's insane because they're doing like $20 for the subscription along with like $40 photo sets. So not only do you have to pay.
Can you explain? Can you break that down? How that works? I think that would be interesting for people to know. Like, okay, so like I had a subscription, a subscription, and like mine was like I think it was 20 at first, and then I to 5, but like that was it. Like I was posting stuff on OnlyFans that like would have gotten reported on Instagram.
Yeah,
but like I was just doing this blogging stuff. I wasn't posting like anything crazy. So how does that work? So say like with like Karini or something like that, like so she charges $20 for I can't say subscription tonight, a subscription.
Yeah. So if they
and then like so what? How else do you make more money off of that? Like.
So I feel like from like my experience and watching other people do it, what they do is they like charge the 20 for the subscription, and then they'll send videos or pictures through a message that are also $40, which is ridiculous. So there's some people who are spending up to $500 just to see all the content for that
month, or like just like in general.
Just to see that content for the month. If they're paying for all the photo sets, they're paying for all the videos, and that's where I think like it gets a little ridiculous where some people will do $20 for a subscription and then they'll charge $40 for a photo set and not even include a photo on their timeline either.
So once you see that photo set, like it's like a one-time thing, like you pay an extra amount of money and then like you watch it and then it's gone, poof.
I don't know if it's gone. I'm not sure. I think it stays once you buy it, but I'm not sure because I've never bought anything from anyone. But like with me, the reason why I do free trials is because I send photo sets through messages that are going to be anywhere from $7 to $20 at tops. And that's why I keep my OnlyFans free for a sub, because I feel like it's ridiculous if you're charging like 20 on top of like all this money. That's why I always do the free trials. And I feel like not very many people are doing that. Am I making a lot yet less? Heck yeah, I'm making a lot less. I'm making no money compared to some of these people on OnlyFans. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Stephanie. She posted a pay stub or something.
Yeah, it was like
$50,000 just for that month, which is crazy. Like, I think that's awesome that you can make that much on OnlyFans. You're either doing a lot of content and pushing it out a lot, or your prices are very high. Because for me, I keep all my prices really low and people are buying, but I can assure you I'm not making anywhere near $50,000 a month.
You're also not doing the same things that Stephanie.
Yeah, I'm not. So like, yeah, of course, I'm sure if I did show more, I'd probably make more, but it's just something I personally not comfortable with. I feel like certain things about my body should be for my love. And so like it's certain stuff like that I keep private. So just for me, it's not what I would ever do. I would never put a sex tape out there. I would never do like a blah, 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 downstairs video. I would never do that just because I believe that's for my lover and no one else but him. Now, if people are doing that on OnlyFans, do you? Proud of you. Make that $50,000 a month. But for me personally, I can't. It's just me.
I can't either. Like, you know, Cody can. He's like, let's just do it. I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do that. Sorry.
Get out.
I can't. There's certain things like I'm just like too shy about, or like, you know, I still grew up in Utah, so I still kind of have, you know, I'm still a little on the modest side when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because I know people do get angry. Like I know a lot of girls on OnlyFans who just do lingerie. They don't show anything, that kind of stuff. And they get harassed, and people just get so mad at them for not showing their body parts. And it's really sad because I feel like, especially because I put it in my profile that it's lingerie only, like I shouldn't get hate on by men.
Well, if it's in your profile, then people should know like what they're setting up for. You know, like
yeah, exactly. And I get lots of messages from guys just being totally vulgar in the messages, and a lot of people ask like, why don't you respond to messages, blah blah blah. And I was like, I stopped because some of the messages are just so vulgar and so uncalled for, like saying, I want to see this, can you do this, like stuff when it's like, yo, my profile says I'm doing this. If you want that, go to a different profile that does that. Like, this is the type of content I make, and that's the kind of content they make, so then go to them and don't harass me. It can be kind of a toxic environment too for those people who don't show everything, because we get harassed, or people who do show everything on OnlyFans get angry at us because they're like, you're stealing our platform, blah blah blah. And it's like, OnlyFans is not a sex worker platform. It was made for all.
I'm on it. I mean, I wasn't a sex worker, but like, yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah, so it makes me upset.
It's geared towards that, though. I mean,
it is, yeah, but it wasn't made for that. It was made like like how Patreon's all content, and that's how OnlyFans was made. So I think it is a little ridiculous when people get mad at girls who don't show everything, and say we're taking away from their platform, when it's like, this platform was made for anything. Like, there's people on there who, I think the most subscribed person on OnlyFans, they're a chef and all they do is cook and show recipes, you know. And there's workout people on there, there's travel bloggers on there. It's an all content platform. So yeah, I think it's just one of those things. But that was my rant about OnlyFans.
Here's a question: like, what do you think? Like, what are your thoughts about like the majority of the cast, much like yourself, who have to not that you have to resort, but like who resort to OnlyFans to make money? Like,
yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Like, you know, because there's a lot of the cast that's on OnlyFans, like, and like Larissa is the only one who I think of who got like shunned for it, but like pretty much everybody else who's still being filmed is on there. Like, is it because like they're not getting paid enough through the network? Like, you know, like what did you get? Like, can you say like what you got paid through TLC for being on the show for like 2 seasons?
So I believe it's different for every show. Like, it's a different team for each show. So like my team would not be the same team that works on before 90 days or 90 Day Fiance. Yeah, so my like 90 Day Fiance the other way, each person was paid, and I'm talking the foreigner and the American were both paid $1,000 an episode, and usually
$1,000 each.
Yes, we both got paid. The foreigners got paid and the Americans got paid.
And separately?
Separately, in different bank accounts, different paychecks, different whatever.
How could a United States company pay a foreigner?
Well, you tell me that.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, and they tell us all the time, don't tell people that, don't tell people that. And it's like, well, we're getting paid, so I hope the foreigners filed their taxes this year.
So for your 2 seasons on The Other Way, you got paid $1,000 per episode, and like Jahoon got
paid. On, yeah. Yeah, okay. He got paid, I got paid. It went straight to his bank account, and mine went straight to my bank account. Vice versa with everyone else, they were all paid as well. I think one of the foreigners, I won't say who it was, I think one of the foreigners they were threatening to take away her pay. I don't know if they did, but they were threatening to take away her pay. Because that's what they do to keep us to follow our contracts. They're like, oh, we'll just take away your pay if you break contract. Because in our contracts, it says they can sue us for $50,000 if we break our contract. And we knew that they weren't going to sue because they pay foreigners. And so that was like a scare tactic they would do on a couple of us, like, oh, we just won't pay you for the rest of the season if you don't shut up or say what we want you to say.
Wow.
So that's how it is. And I think before the 90 days, I think they're only paid like $500 an episode. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I heard that from someone who worked on that show, and it was a foreigner who told me that. And it's very low for before the 90 days. And luckily with The Other Way, you know, usually the 90-day fiance people, there's only like 12 episodes per season. And so most people are only on 6 to 8 episodes. So each person's probably only getting paid $6,000 to $8,000 for an entire season. And then you got to count in doing your taxes, taking taxes out of that, and then all the flights you pay for. And sometimes you pay for things like for me, for example, for me, I paid for all my flights during filming, even the one in season 1. You guys saw me leave to Korea where it looked like I moved. And if you guys are new to this or haven't watched me and John before, everyone knows I didn't really move. Yeah, I didn't move. We were only there for 9 days, and they said I had to fly to Korea to end the season because I wasn't going to go to Korea. We were going to stay in America. I wasn't going to go. And they were like, it's fine. We can just pretend. And then they're like, well, we got to at least film you in Korea.
But wait, so like the whole premise of the Other Way is that they film Americans moving to another country to live their lives with their spouses. So
yeah,
they knew that you were going to that you were American, and that they said, "Hey, Deavan, you actually have to fly there for like a little bit, so we can make this look like."
Yeah, and that was with anyone. Like I think with the season 1, not one person moved to the other country, not one. I don't think any of them did, or at least stayed. Yeah, it was so, you know, they couldn't find anyone, and so for us, they're like, you gotta at least fly there so we can get footage. So John knows this. He's known this for what? It's been 2 years now.
Yeah, but we never talked about it live before, so like I kind of hoping that people could see like what this is really about at this point. But go ahead, Deavan.
No, the reason why I speak out against my contract is like the same reason what happened to Larissa. She was fired for doing OnlyFans and doing these things, but everyone else who's breaking that contract still gets to film the show. So if a company is going to give us all the same contract, they should hold every single person to that contract. If they do not hold every single person that contracts are invalid at that point. So I'm not scared to speak out and say my opinion anymore, because if they come after me, the truth is out there. And, you know, they didn't pay my children for filming. They didn't follow the age thing in Korea when you're filming a minor. So I'm not scared to speak out anymore. So I'll say that.
So you know, and like, didn't you say that when you first got on the show, like your first season, they found you, or right or wrong? Like, didn't they?
No, they didn't find me. I submitted an email as a dare because my friend actually told me about the show, and I started watching it. And then I said, oh, wouldn't it be cool if they did the show where the foreigners moved there? And so I Googled it, and they was casting for it. And I was like, oh, cool, that's going to be cool. And my mom's like, I dare you to send them an email. I did. I sent an email, and within 24 hours, I was casted. And within 3 days, there was cameras at my house. I was the fastest cast member in all of 90 Day history, and I regret it because they usually get people thinking time and thinking period. I was already filming before I even signed contracts. I didn't sign my contract till we were like halfway done filming at that point, because I didn't know I was getting myself into. I was very confused, and it just happened within 3 days of me being dared. So it was just so much all at once.
And just to be clear, like when you did sign up for the show, you know, first season, like, you know, you were here in, you know, the States, And you only stayed in Korea for what, 9 days?
Yeah, it was like 9 days.
And that was the whole premise. So you stayed there for a week and 2 days, like an extended, like you were like working at the office, and you were like, I'm taking a week off. I'm going somewhere.
So I was only in Korea for like 6 days out of the 9
because it
was like travel time. Yeah, so we had planned it where they're like, you need to at least fly there. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to fly with my daughter because they didn't offer to pay for the plane ticket. So I had to pay for the plane ticket for filming. Wrote it off on my taxes at least. But so I flew there for the 9 days. They had every single thing ready to go and what we were going to do each day to make it look like we were there for a while. And that's why we didn't have an apartment ready because I wasn't moving. I wasn't going to go there. And that's what happened. And then we were kind of going off the storyline of, oh, wow, like nothing is ready. And that's why I probably seem so calm in the first season and why I'm like, so like, okay, it's fine. We'll figure it out because I wasn't worried.
Like how long were you there? Like, the one that just ended like a couple of months ago. Like how long were you in Korea for? Like at that stretch
for the second season?
Yeah.
So the second season, I was there like in Korea for I think technically 8 months, but out of those 8 months, I was
all right. That's a lot different than 8 days.
Yeah, no, season 2 was way different, but it wasn't supposed to be that way. It wasn't supposed to be that way. But granted, out of those, I think it was like almost 8 months, maybe 7. I was actually in America for almost 2 of those months. So I don't know if that counts because I flew back to America, stayed in America for almost 2 months and then went back because I didn't have a visa. So I could only stay for the 90 days, came back, and we were still filming. So I went back and I was going to just stay for another 9 days and then come back. So it was never like going to be permanent. It was all for filming with and then I kind of got stuck there with COVID, and that's unfortunate. But yeah, season 1, it was all planned out. I was only going to be there for 9 days. We all knew I was only going to be there for 9 days. And the original plan was just to stay in America. Like I wanted to stay in America, not because I love Korea. I really love Korean culture.
Did you ever really want to live in Korea, or like did you just want to like be like? I mean, I couldn't live anywhere else but here. Did you really want to like live there, or it was like just for the show?
I wanted to experience Korea. I really love Korea.
Yeah.
And Korean culture, and that's another thing that really upsets me about the show is they made it look like I didn't know anything. And they wanted me to look like I didn't know anything. So they told me constantly, pretend like you don't know the culture, pretend you don't know anything. When it's like, first of all, the Korean wedding ceremony was my idea. I told them about that.
Let's like shoot through like the eggs or whatever that was, like the peanuts. And
yeah, like that was my idea. So let's do this for filming. And because they're like, do you guys plan on having a real wedding and this kind of stuff? And at the time, like I was still at the time, even then I was questioning my relationship, as you guys can see in the show. So like, I didn't think a wedding ceremony was actually going to happen, none of that. And they're like, okay, well, we at least need to have some type of ceremony. And so that's when I told them about the traditional Korean ceremony. And they're like, awesome, we'll put that together tomorrow and we'll do that. So like that ceremony was my idea. And they're like, make it look like you don't know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Even though it was my idea and I told them about it and said, well, let's do this then to make it look like we got married, So it's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. And the thing that made me upset was I didn't want people to think I moved to a different country without my daughter, because I would never do that. And they're like, oh, we're just going to make it look like you were gone for 2 weeks and changed your mind and went back. No, they made it look like I was gone for months.
I'm just reading the chat. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, listen, there's a lot of people who hate you, and there's a lot of people who hate me. So we're doing this together. And we're together.
Just don't even pay attention to the chat. It's people who don't know what happened.
I know your mom, hey, Alicia, your mom's in the comments. She's. I should really make your mom a mod. But now, would you say that? How authentic would you say this show is, just from your own experience, like from filming? How real against unreal is it?
That's like the confusing part. So for me, I feel like season 1 was not real. Like season 1, it was all planned out. The storyline was planned out. I didn't really move, and the storyline was nothing's ready because we already knew nothing was going to be
season
ready.
1 was like, would you say 99% fabricated?
I wouldn't necessarily say fabricated. I would say like certain things were real. Like, fun fact, my proposal wasn't real. That was completely scripted. I think you know that. Jihoon's father bought me that ring on my birthday in November. The first time I went to Korea was a birthday present that his father took me to go get. And they wanted to do a proposal and blah, blah, blah. And they planned it out and used that ring. And I already knew. And that's why I'm not that surprised. And my proposal was completely scripted. That ring was bought by his father, given to me on my birthday as a gift from his father. So that is why I continued to wear the ring when I came back to America.
And when Deavan says like script, like from a different cast member, I have seen full scripts from production via text.
Yeah. There's some people there. I think it's before the 90 days they'll do that. The other way, they just try and manipulate you and tell you a storyline they want. And the way they do that is they're like, oh, people are gonna love you, and they try and build you up that way. And like for season 2, it was just. I went there to film season 2 because we got casted for season 2, and I did it solely so I could pay my son's hospital bill. I was like, I could use the extra cash. I need to pay off this bill. Went there, didn't have a visa. I was still on the travel thing. Like, there was no intentions of permanently moving there ever. And we went there to film, and we did all that, and then it became too real. Where obviously like him stealing the phone season 1 was real. That was his real criminal record. I didn't know about that. And so that was shocking. And then it was like season 2, everything was real in the aspect of drama, because I didn't know nothing was ready. I didn't know about the cheating. I didn't know about all this crazy stuff that he was secretly doing. And it was like this character we put together in season 1 turned out to be true. And that's what really freaked me out. And I think season 2, like the drama was more real. As for like scripts in season 2 and the fake parts of season 2, I'm trying to think. Like, obviously my wedding was not good. That sucked. I feel like season 2 was just too real, but pretending everyththing was fine towards the end when they're like, I need you guys to stop fighting. I need you guys to like have a happy ending. Please just give me a happy ending, is what my producer kept saying, that like, we don't want this fight. We gotta at least end it on a good note. That was fake. Yeah. Us pretending everything was fine towards the end. Like my mom pretending that she had a good relationship with him was fake, and like how I was happy to get married, and how like my miscarriage brought us together, all scripted, like the bringing us together part, because it didn't bring us together. It was just so bad behind the scenes. And John would know. I was calling John every single day.
There's like a lot of things I want to say, but like I don't want to go into certain things like that, you know what I mean, like, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And like it's those things that I would say were scripted, where they're like, can we just be happy for this one time? Like, can this just be happy? Can we have a funny scene? Like, for example, like going to the phone place, that was scripted, like where I sat there and asked his boss about if they knew he stole phones. That was completely scripted. That was one of the scripted things because they want to accommodate.
Okay, so I'm hearing like that everything was scripted. Like, what were the real genuine parts like that like were actually real? Like, was there anything that was real? Like,
yeah. The tea house was real. They didn't show you a lot of the tea house. A lot more went down at the tea house than
like where there was like no retakes. They just shot it, and it was like
it was just being shot. And when I say I want to leave, I want to go home, that was me talking to my producer. That wasn't me talking to them. That was me talking to my producer, because I was just so uncomfortable. I didn't want to film. I didn't want to be around them at that time, because so much more had happened that people don't know. And them getting angry at me. You guys didn't see it, but they were yelling at me and very angry at me for asking why they didn't help with medical and why they didn't come and see Taeyang. And like I confronted them on all these things and they were getting angry, and his father didn't know. His father was defending me and didn't know that they were doing these horrible things, and they cut it. They didn't show it. And then I had left, gone outside, and I was just sitting in tears, and I had a full-blown panic attack and fainted. And my makeup artist, and she's also the makeup artist and the PA, she was trying to pour water on me, and they were going to call an ambulance. You don't see that part. You don't see me having that panic attack, passing out, and them trying to fan me off, giving me water to calm me down, because I was just having a full-on panic attack and I didn't know what to do, because at this point my money was gone just because I did this show, and everything like was just gone. And that's when hold on, sorry, my dad texted me. I'm trying to like get rid of it. So, okay. And then it's just stuff like that. And the reason why the second the money was handed to me and I put my head down was like, I didn't need that right then, because that was right after I fainted, and the only thing that you could see was money being tossed on me. You guys didn't see what happened before that and why I was so upset, like crouching over. Like that tea house was 100% real. And I think
That's
lot of it. Yeah, like my miscarriage was really hard. But them being there for me, that wasn't the case. I think
that's also been like
when I first got to Korea, that was all real, like being really stressed out and like freaking out about the Airbnb. But the reason why we were so upset about the Airbnb was I had picked a better one, and this is the one that was chosen over the better one, which is completely another thing. But it was really stressful. I think all the times in the beginning were very real, and then towards the end where they're trying to just be like, act calm, just get along, just be happy. It's all fake. Like even on my wedding day, I didn't even eat with my ex at my own wedding. Like it was not a happy place at all. Not at all.
How are you dealing with like, all the stuff that was said, and like, how people attack you, like, and same people, just generally, like, how are you dealing with, stuff that's being said about you, and,
It used to really affect me, where I used to be really upset about it, and I wish I could just tell the truth on what's going on right now. And obviously I can't talk about what's going on right now, unfortunately, right. But we do have the documentary coming out, and everyone's going to see it, and hopefully they'll open their eyes.
Right.
And know the
truth. To my mods who are in the chat right now, if anyone's being an asshole, like punt them out. There we go. Okay. So go ahead, Deavan.
Yeah. Thank goodness I can't see the chat, but yeah, it's like the truth will always come out. All I'm doing is fighting for my daughter, and that's all it is. And if people don't believe me for fighting for my daughter, then I don't want those people to be my fans. I don't want those people to be my supporters. So when people hate on me and that kind of thing, like they're not worth my time, they're not worth my energy, because I don't want those types of fans anyways. I don't want those type of people to be in my life. My fans are so dedicated, they're so kind, they believe us, and they're so excited for this new journey we're making. And my fan base doesn't create hate pages and talk constant crap about my ex as that fan base does about me. So it just shows that like people who I want to be my fans in my community and who love me and support me, those are the type of people I want. And if my fans ever made a hate page or any of that, I would be very disappointed in them, because we're better than that. And that's all I have to say with that. It doesn't really affect me anymore at all. I'm really happy with where I am in life. Everything's finally going great for once. Good.
I'm happy to hear that. Like I struggle with that. Like, we talk all the time, like, that. And
yeah,
it's a lot to deal with at one, when everyone's coming at you. Listen, we've had the same set of attackers. It was me, then you, now Amira. It's the
They were
same
even
thing.
trying to go after Cheryl for a little while, but it's the same group of people, and that's why it doesn't affect me anymore. Because if this same group keeps doing that to other people, there's no way that we're the problem. It's them.
Like
So
Taylor Swift song. Taylor Swift always talked about her exes that did her wrong, but like after 10 breakup songs, Taylor Swift is you, honey. Like,
yeah,
come on.
exactly. That's why it doesn't bug me, and I'm in such a happy place right now. Like, I have a home, I have a beautiful family, I have a very supportive boyfriend, and he just adores my children and is so nice to them. That's all I could have ever asked for. And like I said, the truth will come out, and unfortunately, I can't say the truth just yet. And that's why we have been documenting everything and creating a documentary along as we go through all of this. And because it's one thing telling the world, but it's another thing actually documenting it so people can see it live time and see everything that's been involved in the past year. And hopefully in from now I can wrap it up.
Well, you want to hear something funny? I've been permanently banned from my own fan club on Reddit.
Dang.
How wrong is that? I was
so wrong
on like how these Reddit people have my number, and I was applauding them, and now I've been permanently banned. How could you ban the person who you run your fan club around? That's just wrong.
That's so wrong.
Like how could I be banned from my own fan club? Deavan, what are your thoughts on that? I was just banned from my own fan club on Reddit. These people who love and adore me, and they banned me from my own fan club. These amazing fans that we have. They're so amazing.
I know. I was blocked by my fan clubs before I even knew about their page because they were too scared when they created it. It's
my heart is broken. It's in pieces. Like they made a whole fan club about me on Reddit, and I'm their leader. I'm and now I'm blocked. How what sense?
I will never understand the obsession over it. I don't understand how strangers could just be so obsessed with an individual and it be constantly on their mind.
And I was applauding them on their intuitiveness, their smartness, their snarkiness, and I didn't say anything bad about them. And now I am banned from my own fan club on Reddit.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I was talking to Chris about it the other day, and I was like, when I find myself looking too much at hate comments or hate pages, and I just get into this dark place where I just feel sad, get angry, that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, well, these people absorb everything on just hating this one person, and that it's all they do all day. All they do all day is find ways to hate me, find ways to just make me look toxic, find ways and just constantly talk crap about me, not knowing anything about me. And I consume their whole day. And I'm like, that can't be healthy. It can't be healthy.
I don't even know what to say. I'm a little blindsided because I just got blocked from my own fan club. I really thought they would have been oh, look, John Yates is commenting on our own fan club. But no, I got muted and blocked from my own fan club. What a sin, really.
I'm just scared to type mine.
6 to 8 hours while I'm collecting hag money and not working and doing meth for hours. So you know what?
I think they just think anyone does drugs. That's their first thing they go to is oh, they use drugs. I swear with anyone. And I'm just can you guys come up with something more original?
When you get nothing else, that's the go-to.
Yeah. No, I think my favorite one was someone claimed they went to high school with me. They're yeah, I went to high school with her. And it was one of the hate pages that posted this. They're yeah, I went to high school with her, and all she's ever dated was agents from the school. And she told everyone that she was Korean, and she would cry if we said she wasn't.
In your school in a remote Utah suburb.
I don't. zero. Honestly, I think there was
Because you
zero
went to school
at
in
my
Salt.
school.
Where'd you go to school? Like around Salt Lake or no?
No, I never lived in Salt Lake.
But like,
I've
okay,
never lived in
that
Salt
makes
Lake.
it
Yeah,
worse.
I lived like
Where,
out on the outskirts. Yeah, I
how far from Salt Lake did you go to school in?
think 40 minutes away from Salt
Okay,
Lake.
so in your 40-minute away from Salt Lake, so it was overindulgent with Asians. That's what they're saying. That like
No, I only had one male Asian friend growing up, and he was adopted, and we never dated him, and that's
so
why I
when
find
you
it
think
ridiculous.
Utah, you think Asians.
It,
That's what I think.
there's not a high population. I think at my school maybe two, and they were female. And I only went to high school for 1 week, so I went to high school for 1 week, and then I decided to leave, do an online program, and ended up graduating all 4 years in 1 year. So I was like, first of all, I didn't go to high school. Secondly, what are you talking about? It's so ridiculous. It's so funny what they claim. Or I have people like claim I blocked them and sent them a hate message, and they can't even like show the receipts, and I'm like, I don't even know you. Why would I take time out of my day? It's so ridiculous. Some of these things are so ridiculous that they claim, where it's like, I just found that one to be so hilarious. And there was like another one, uh, but it was about Chris, and they were claiming to be his friend. And Chris only has two close friends that he's ever talked to, and they were just claiming crazy stuff about him that like didn't even make sense. Like that they grew up with him in LA. He didn't grow up in LA. It's like small things like that where we know it's lies. Where it's like, first of all, he didn't grow up in LA. What are you talking about? And it's, for me, I didn't even go to high school. What are you talking about? I didn't, well, a public high school.
Thank you, Natalie. Because of your clever act of participating in your own fan club. Like, listen, I've had that fan club for like years now, and tonight was like I've never commented or upvoted or downvoted or anything, but tonight I'm like, you know what? Let's give them what they want. Like, and I'm there. I am John Yates. How could you not
You
want
are
John Yates on your John Yates fan club?
Yeah.
So I started commenting, and I said, "You got me so good. Oh, you're so right." I wasn't even saying like you're a liar, you're a piece of crap. Nothing. I was saying, "Oh my God, you guys are the best." Like, thank you for like applauding me.
See, I've never commented on any of those either, but I constantly see like people defending me on hate pages, and the haters will instantly like go at that person, you're Deavan, you're Alicia, like, and I'm just sitting here reading it, being like, I would never comment, but like anyone who is like for me, they accuse of being me, and I find that hilarious too. It's like I don't have time to create like 200 accounts. It's just not. I'm busy working. I have no time for this. I'm constantly working. I'm working on tons of new projects. I have children that I watch all day that I actually take care of, and I'm not online constantly. So it's just crazy.
It is.
That's why it doesn't affect me anymore. Because I finally I finally cracked. And then after I cracked, it was that post about someone saying they went to school with me that made me realize how ridiculous this is.
Right.
And I stopped. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. It's so ridiculous. So I don't look at any of that stuff anymore. I try not to talk about it with anyone anymore because it's like I've been back in America for almost a year and my life has moved on. I filmed 90 Day Fiance for 2 years, and it's been, let's see, over a year and a half since I ended filming with them. So it's like I moved on. I can't deal with these people no more. But yeah, anyways, John, I do have to go soon because I have to get my kiddos to sleep because it is their bedtime.
Okay, hold on, coming back. Hold on. Sorry, I really had to pee. I was holding it in, and like I didn't want to like run off on camera. Like I really had to go pee. But thank you, Deavan, for coming on with me. I love you. In closing, is there or I had to do meth in the bathroom. Your choice. Is there I don't know. We talk every day, and I don't.
Yeah, we talk every day.
And like, is there anything else? because we talked earlier and like we were talking about things we would say and not say. Is there anything that you want to say that we talked about that?
There's a lot, but I can't. I will say one thing, like working to get justice for my daughter is starting to turn in the right direction, and a lot of progress has been made with that. Unfortunately, I can't talk about it or say any more details about it, but for the fans who do want updates, I apologize for not giving you updates on the case. The case is still ongoing, and there's been a lot of amazing progress with it. And I just pray every night that justice will happen for Drusilla and that everything I'm doing is for my daughter. It's not Team Deavan or Team whatever. It's Team Drusilla. This is about a child, and it should only be about her. And sadly, people are pinning a 32-year-old against a 5-year-old. And I will do everything it takes to protect her. So I'm so sorry I couldn't give you guys updates. I'm so sorry I can't talk about it.
No, that was not the point of this live. Don't apologize for something. This is never going to be that live where we're never going to talk about like stuff that was going on in that way. This would
we will soon. We will soon. I just feel bad for our fans that they.
Well, don't feel bad. Like this, like this, a Monday night chit chat amongst friends, and we never promised to give like in-depth details about anything that was going on. It was just a chat, and which we did, and I had a great time doing it.
I had so much fun. I'm sorry I couldn't see the comments, guys. The good ones. The good comments. Thank you guys for joining and watching, and please support John. He's awesome.
And you're awesome, and I love you.
I love you too. I'm trying to be awesome. This hat's itchy. I can't wait to take it off.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Hold on, wait, Deavan, do you have to run like real quick?
Yeah.
We just stay on for like 1 more second. Hold on. We have a surprise. I'm not ambushing you. Hold on 1 second. We have somebody who wants to come on.
I'm scared.
Who just texted me.
Who?
I said, hold on, I just got a text.
Who is it? Are you ambushing me?
It's one of our friends. No, it's one of our friends.
When you say I'm not ambushing you, then now I get scared. I'm like, what?
Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay, maybe I got 5 more minutes. Chris is downstairs with the kids. He's probably.
Hi guys. I didn't even know you guys were live till I jumped in. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got a tab open. Hold on. Okay, is that better? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
What are you guys doing?
We're just chit-chatting about whatever's.
I haven't talked to you. How have you been?
I've been all right, working hard, just doing what I can right now.
I just wanted to say hi. I'm loving the eyeshadow.
Oh, thank you. I've been practicing since my first season.
You do it yourself?
Yeah.
That looks so good. What did you start teaching yourself?
I knew. I always knew how to do makeup, but the show makeup artist didn't know how.
Oh my God! Look, you've been looking good.
All tight, and she was raining truths tonight, all night long on this live. It's great.
I was giving all the details on just the fakeness of the show. With
oh my God. Did you guys talk about it on?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Telling of it, Sherelle. Deavan was like making it rain truth about the show and how fake it was
on air.
Just now, yes, girl, just now.
Ooh, I missed it. Oh,
it's all the things I've always said, though, like the exact same things I've said throughout the past 2 years. Just like, my proposal was not real, it was fake, just many more.
Deavan, enough is enough. You've had enough.
No, I've had enough for a long time, and I've said this several times, like on my Instagram and that kind of thing, and to John over the years, where it's like, I've said it in lives too, but I feel like people are going to listen the second I say it now for some reason. There's more
I think
eyes,
everyone knows, don't they, guys? Don't they know?
Everyone knows. Yeah, I feel like everyone knows.
Yeah, I feel like everyone knows. I think.
No,
Pretty obvious.
not everyone knows. Look at the fandom still. Like, look what we're watching on TV with Mike and Natalie. And
I know, but we know. I just think that they know. Like, some of the things just don't make sense. People
None
know.
of it.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. People know, I think. Right?
I thought people knew and put two and two together, but I guess not.
Listen, more people do, but like, that's like, like the top 10% centile of what we're dealing with.
So this is what I'm thinking, Deavan. You tell me that if it's right. In the beginning, it was organic, but like with everything else, as the numbers roll in, you got to keep the ratings, you got to keep people's attention, and then it was like maybe a little at a time, suggestions. Why don't you try this? Until it just turned into fake.
Mine was like season 1 was totally not real. I
Really?
feel like, yeah, I feel like for season 2, it was more authentic, like drama-wise.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But season 1, I didn't really move to Korea. I was only there for 9 days total, 6 days.
9 days, Sherelle.
Yeah. It was all planned out. They said I have to at least go there and shoot. Everyone knew I wasn't moving. It was just a film for 9 days.
Oh my God. I thought maybe in the beginning it was a little,
No, with me, I've been talking to John since the beginning. With me, like season 1, not real. But season 2 is when it got too real, where I was like, shit.
So it's fake,
a
lot of fake mixed in with some realness, and then all of that, and it's mostly now just fake. I think everybody knows that.
Yeah, I feel like with season 2 on my season 2, most of the storylines were fake. As for mine, it was like the drama aspect was real. Mm-hmm. And I cried a lot more because season 1 was just so fake that I thought, oh, that's not really going to happen to me. And then season 2, it really happened to me. And now I'm like, fudge.
Well, why didn't you just run with it? Like, why didn't you say, okay, this is, I have a name for myself, I make money. Why didn't you just run with it?
Like continuing the show?
Yeah, even though it wasn't real.
Because my daughter was hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She was hurt.
Plus,
the accusations are 100%
world, right, Deavan? Like, they were like, we'll do this and we'll do that and we'll do that. We'll give you this and like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Say it again, John.
Well, like, listen, like, I have been friends with Deavan since before her first season started airing. Like, I think Deavan was the first person I had on my Instagram like 2 years ago. And we connected really quick, and she told me a lot of things which I never told the world. Oh, you can't trust John, but she told me a lot of things that
he knew about everything before the show started, before any of the claims came out. He knew it all from the beginning. He knew about abuse going back as far as January of 2020. Yeah, so like late 2019, early 2020, that kind of stuff, and just how hard it was for me and how I was fighting through it.
I remember when Deavan called me on the phone, like in tears, sobbing, like when it was happening, like at once, like like it was serious. It wasn't just like some TV show. It was like, this is like in real life. This is happening, like.
And I was just stuck with my contract, and then COVID hit. I had planned to leave, and COVID hit. Mm-hmm. And you guys may have remembered the trailer for season 2 where you see me crying. They never showed that in the season. That video was a video I sent to my producer begging for help. To just
wow.
Mm-hmm. And they decided to use it in the trailer.
Well, how's everything now? Because
Anonymous user wants me to get new material, Deavan. So I can't have you on my show anymore because Anonymous user said that I have
new material.
So just acknowledging all the fans at once. So there we are.
Well, are you glad, Deavan, that you're done?
Oh, 100%. I haven't filmed in over a year and a half. I told TLC I was done with them almost a year ago. I've been back in America for almost a year. My son turns 2 in like a couple weeks.
Wow. Yeah. Is he walking?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all over the place. He's so big. And Drusilla's doing a lot better. We're working really hard with her and all of that. And just everything seems to, it may not look like it on social media or like in the news and all that kind of stuff, but things seem to be going in our favor for that. I can't go into it, but
Yeah. That's the same thing with, I guess, with television on social media, is that when some rumors get started and they stick, and people just cling to that, and you're trying to say, no, this is, you know, or don't believe this, or I can't talk about it now because I've gone through what you're going through now, like lawsuits and stuff. Like you can't talk about it. And then these stories come and they just run ragged with it. And I just started giving up, saying, okay, you believe it.
I did give up, but that's why we started documenting everything and have a documentary so they can see the investigation, they can see all of this, everything that's gone on. We've been filming for a long time to get the truth out there, because I defended the show so much because I was so scared of my contract. I was so scared to get sued that now that I'm speaking the truth, I'm named as a liar. And everyone says all I do is lie. But in reality, it's like, no, I was just protecting my contract back then. And they're like, you're just saying that. And it's like, no,
that's the bad part of being in the public eye, I would imagine, is that I've seen people start rumors for their own clicks and views, and they stick. And there's nothing, especially
all three of us have been like,
all three of us.
Yeah,
it's by the same person though, Sherelle. Like, not in general, but by the same person.
Yeah,
I've had a lot of people do me like that. Start a rumor, and you think no one's going to believe that. That doesn't make any sense, and then they believe it, and then next thing you know, it just spins out of control. And then either you can't talk about it because you do have court cases that any lawyer worth their weight says.
Well, now I have three. I have three very serious.
What's the first thing they say? They say, don't talk about this in the public. Or you don't want something in the public, and people search your records. I'm like, oh no, you know, like, how did this get out?
Well, that's the thing that upsets me too, is like, I haven't talked. I've been so quiet. But then like the other side is like, oh my gosh, she needs to shut up. She needs to stop. Yet they're the ones creating memes of me all day.
God. John, have you been there?
Photos.
Is that our life? We call each other. Oh my God, no! Like, I just start blocking it out and start focusing on what really matters.
Have I been there, Sherelle?
I know, every day we go.
Well, that's what's so funny is like I've literally been so quiet, but then everyone's saying how big of a liar I am and how I won't shut up, and I'm like, bro, like, I don't talk about it. I've been so quiet about it. And the only thing I've ever said was, I'm going to get justice for my daughter. And I think that's the only thing that upsets me about the situation is I don't care what people say about me. I don't care what people say about my ex. I don't care whose side they're on or team they're on. My thing is like, this is a child. And when a child starts having a voice, their voice should be heard. And that's why there is an investigation and why they're taking her voice so seriously. And so it was more of the fact that I was just kind of appalled of people defending the person who hurt my daughter. I won't say their name, obviously. Defending that person, calling my daughter rude names, calling her Dracula, saying, oh, I would have hit that kid too. Like, stuff like that. That's what appalled me the most.
You can't say anything. You have to fight in court. That's what I've learned. You don't say anything. You just fight in court and then you can come out at the end, but you're going to experience this. I mean, we've all gone through it. Just, what is it? Just, it's hell. You're going to experience hell.
It is. But the truth always prevails. And
it does.
It's not like I'm scared anymore. I'm not scared anymore. I'm just more like, can it just go faster?
Yeah. That's another thing. The hands of the law work slowly. Very slow.
Oh, so slow.
Very slow. So you're going to endure we've all been through it. That's probably why we can relate. It's just, you block it out, you live your life, and you focus on court. And that's
I'm not too worried about I'm not too worried about the new one that you guys know about. I'm not worried about that at all. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not talk. Yeah. Yeah.
We won't. I'll
Yeah.
just say it's ridiculous. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about custody either at all. I'm not worried about the Korean. I know so much more than everyone else knows, and I just feel very thankful and blessed. And I just want the truth to come out soon. And I still have to wait.
It'll be out next year.
Yeah.
Everybody loved you, Deavan. Like now, like everybody hates you. Like, isn't it just?
Well, that's the weird thing is like everybody was like, you need to leave. You need to.
And that's so
that
crazy.
person. Like, how could you? Like, you're only. I was 21 at the time, and he was 30, and they're like, you're 21. Yeah,
I didn't realize.
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people, I think they assume I'm older, but this person's 8 years older than me, and I feel like a lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a huge age difference there. 8 years.
It's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people don't know that. So they don't take the seriousness of that this is a young woman. It's still kind of a child at that age, and a grown man. And it was difficult. But
I can imagine. I mean, if me and John go through it on a blogger level, I can't imagine going through it. I don't know why John's laughing.
Or like married, like same thing. Like, we were there publicly. Like, I couldn't even imagine like doing that, like, with kids and being filmed and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I was 21 when the show started. I'm now 24, but it was a lot to handle. But yeah, there's an 8-year gap there, and I feel like a lot of people don't know that. Oh, my little man is crying, so I have to go. He's with Chris, but I feel like it's bedtime, and he definitely wants me during bedtime.
All right,
so I gotta go
to your babies. I love you.
Bye, Deavan. Talk to you later.
We understand exactly what Deavan, Sherelle.
We understand exactly what she's going through, but she's doing the right thing. You just shut up. We've learned that, huh, John? And you let the law handle.
So, are we gonna get real right now, or what?
Oh no. Because you'll get real. No, we need to be fake. No, I try not to say anything in public anymore about anything and let people think what they want. I mean, it's got to roll off your back, John, just whatever.
No, I get that. I just find like that there are certain people that we know who they are, who are doing their damnness to bury people. And
you just have to. It's bad. It's bad. Unfortunately, what do you think about this? It comes with the job. It comes with the job.
What's the job, Sherelle? Really, like
the job is people want a platform. Okay, you're blessed enough to have one. I'm blessed enough to have one. People want to be where you are, and they will do whatever they have to do to get there. Some people don't want to work, and we've been doing this for a long time.
Right. Yeah.
Some people don't want to work, and you just have to work. And some people think if I can make this up, I'll blow up quicker. And people go over and beyond. Over and beyond. Like, they did what? And I'm learning now after my near-death experience. That's what I call COVID because I feel like I died. I'm happier now because I block it out and I let them say what they're going to say. And I've learned you focus on court, and that's where you fight. Not in the videos, not in public, in court. Because that's all that matters at the end of the day. And you can't lie to a judge. If you've been falsely accusing someone of something and you have no evidence, you can't lie to that judge. It's all about evidence.
I just know for me, like, I'm just gonna be honest, like with you and the world, I just like giving up at this point. Like,
You can't.
No, I don't know what it is. I'm just like, probably shouldn't say this stuff because I just shouldn't. But I don't know. I just feel like,
when you feel like that, John, you're tired. Remember when me and you were tired and we were like, working to the bone? You're just tired. That's all.
I kind of feel like the only people who follow me, like, were people who just wanted to see me fight with people, like, and. Now it's been months now. I don't, I put that, but like that's too much stress and too much drama. And I don't want to fight people. And now they're like, we don't care about you. You're not fighting people. And like, I guess that was like my own fault for
And that's not what you want anyway. You want people to only watch you because you have drama. You don't want that. So
it seems that the only people who watch me was because they wanted drama. So like now, like that I cut that out of my life. It's who's John? Who cares? Like, he's not fighting with people. And
no, it's time. It's a new era, John. You got to look at it as a fresh start. That's why people watch my channel. Me and you went at it for what, 6 months?
Yeah, we had like real like game of our lives type shit going on.
It was good drama. It was true life. It was drama. They watched it for that. But when it goes away, they go away. So real drama never lasts. Can sustain a channel. Let them go, and you start anew. You get a chance to start anew, and that's what I'm doing right now. That's what you're doing right now. It's a new. Yeah. You get a fresh shot. You should be thankful. Thank you. I get a do-over. I'm never gonna fight online again. It is what it is. I'm gonna block out the haters. You got to learn how to do that. Block out these haters, and it's all about positivity.
So I went on Reddit today. Like,
oh God, John, why?
No, Cheryl, you're gonna piss yourself. So I went on Reddit today, right? And I went to my fan club on Reddit, and I was like, you know what? You're so right about me. Like, just applauding all my haters. Like, oh my God, I'm horrible. You're right. And they blocked me from my own fan club. How could you do that to me? They blocked me from my own fan club on Reddit, and I was agreeing with them.
Oh my God. Good. Maybe you will leave it alone now. Stop.
No, it was, Terrell, I promise you, it was the first time I've ever commented on that shit ever. Like, if you look at my Reddit history, like I commented on Final Fantasy stuff like 6 years ago, and I commented on this stuff tonight. Like, I'm not even kidding you. And I was like, you know what? That's a great lying tire king impression of me. You guys, like, you hit the nail on the head. I was being supportive. They blocked all the worst posts about me. One person said it looks like they were putting lit cigarettes in their baked ziti. I said, how did you know our secret ingredient? Like, that's so amazing. And like, they blocked me from my own fan club. How wrong is that?
Good. Now maybe you will stop. We keep telling you. Listen, I can't tell you one bad thing anybody said about me because I don't partake anymore. I don't know what the last things they said. I don't partake. You gotta stop. Me and Perry say, okay, John, we're going live. Don't look at the comments. That's the first thing you do. We're like, oh my God, you still don't look at the comments. I don't know what they're saying.
Because we're both posts. Like either way, if I'm on your channel or if you're on mine, like we read the comments because like
no, you read them. You read them, not me.
Okay, well, I read the comments. Hell yeah.
I don't read them.
Guilty. That's what I do.
I don't read comments. I can't. I get on. I do my video. I do my job. I get off and live my life.
Here's why I read the comments, because if my mods aren't like doing their job, like, and I have to block somebody, I need to be like, block. Like, that's what I got to do. Like, you know what I mean?
No, you don't. If someone says something dumb, that's what they say. And don't forget, people say things when they're hiding behind the screen that they wouldn't say to your face. So, some of the things that I've probably said things before. Well, I just see how people could say. I don't really go on anymore. I just don't. When I had a new second chance of life, I said this, and I seem to be sticking to it. I said I'm focusing on life and not the negativity.
No, and I agree with you. And like, I love having fun with you and laughing, and
then you get off and you go read Reddit. We're on the phone. And then we get off.
It's like those fat bitches. You know what I mean?
Don't. Someone sent me some, and even is bad. So I don't read the comments anymore, but I still have people send me things. I'm going to have to send you.
Are you going to read them for our pleasure? Go ahead.
No.
Read them.
No, but I'm going to send it to you later.
I'll read them because that'll be funny.
It's funny stuff though. But the only information I get is things sent to me, things you might send to me. So people, but I don't go looking for that stuff anymore. I just don't. So I don't even know what you're saying over. I'm not. You see, my eyes are over here. I don't look over there. I don't care what they're saying. I don't, because you can get caught up. You got to be careful, John. Don't get caught up. You got blocked from your own.
From my own fan club. How wrong is that? How wrong is that?
Come on, John. That's funny.
My input, like, what says them about like blocking their? They have a bronze statue made in my honor, like like smoking a meth pipe or like doing a line. Like I have they blocked me from their own Reddit channel. Like, how wrong is that? How wrong is that?
You didn't laugh a little bit?
I was waiting for it, but like I thought, like these people, if they want to be taken seriously, they wouldn't block the person who they're so involved about. Like I thought I had like some like type of like security, like it's the John Yates fan club. So how can the John Yates fan club block John Yates?
We're gonna be laughing about this for months. That is so funny.
How could they block John Yates? It's like why wouldn't they want my input?
It's funny. I don't know.
I was telling them my meth recipes and how we don't work and get money from hags all day long and like all our secrets, and like they blocked me for it. Like, what's wrong? I don't get it.
It's funny. I don't know, John. You have to stop. I'm tired. We've been telling you this over and over. Stop listening to it. Look at it as a blessing that, you know what? Hey, I still have a platform. I'm not doing that anymore. Thank you, God, for giving me a second chance. Let's move on. Because me and you, we literally entertain people.
Kind of sucks. I'm losing followers.
Don't worry about it.
Losing views.
Don't worry about it.
People seem to only care when I was fighting other people.
Listen, tell people what they don't know. Fighting online is stressful. Well, for me, it was.
Well, for me, too, but like they were watching from the sidelines. They weren't stressed over it. They were eating the popcorn, watching it.
No, I'm saying the bad points for us. It's stressful. You can't get work done because you're too busy. When somebody goes live, then you have to go live too. Like to counter it.
Oh, it's all a game. Like, oh my God. Let's say like what's her name? Like Cramber. She's going live, so we have to go live at the same time to, steal her viewers. Like, y'all don't know what type of game this is. Like, really, to the people watching, like, this is a cutthroat, like, just it's a nasty ass game where, like, YouTube should be a big enough platform where everybody should shine. And
but you have to remember, John, you're not dealing with some people who don't have healthy minds.
Right. No.
Like it's like you going to a mental institution and starting a fight with them. You're never gonna win. They go on and on and on. They don't look at life right. And so it's just a waste of time. That's why you have to ignore them or you have to start hitting people in the wallet. Then they'll stop. They'll stop a lot. Like
I just feel like my time in the sun is done. I've been at it for 6 years.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
My time in the sun is done. Like, nobody care about me anymore. And that's fine. Like, listen, honestly, Sherelle, with you, who I apologized to before, and I will again, I have made many mistakes, in the last few years. Like, when I started, to everybody, which I said before, which I'll restate again, we had our house and then like shit happened and we kind of lived this like horrible lifestyle for 2 years where we bounced around from person to person's house and motel to motel, and we were not in a good place. And, I lost my husband at one point, and we lost everything. And, when people, we did this all in the public eye because we had that GoFundMe. And like, when we did that GoFundMe back in fucking April of fucking 2019, 2 years ago, we never, I just wanted to be transparent with people, thinking that they never, that they would think that their money that they sent us would be spent properly. People are saying, oh, we went to Omaha, Nebraska for a road trip. Like, Sherelle, would you ever go to Omaha, Nebraska on a road trip with everything you own and your 3 cats and your fish in a fucking aluminum foil makeshift fish tank would you stay in a Motel 6 in 3 weeks in Omaha, Nebraska, like just for fun? I don't know who would.
You're looking at it wrong. You said I went, not I am going through hell. I went through hell.
I
did. Past. It's the past, and you survived it. You got to look at it as a second opportunity, John.
Yeah, we did. Like, look at us now. Like, that's like the, you know.
And you know what you guys should do? You guys should start vlogging. You should vlog your life. You know, like those blog channels.
Thank you, Joey. Don't be saying no. I'm not saying like we're happy. Like, listen, we're doing great right now. Like, you know, we had, you know, we were for 2 years we were like going from place to place, from friend to friend, from motel to motel, and just like not living great. And, you know, we saved up and we worked our asses off driving. And you, Sherelle, you know how hard we work driving.
Yeah. Like, that's why I say you should blog. People don't see the other side. Take the camera out with you and Cody one day and let them see what you guys
know where we are, which people like love to know.
Oh,
like,
yeah. You should try to do that. I did not see how hard you guys worked until I told you that day. I was like, oh my God. People have a wrong impression of you.
Yeah.
If you only see the side where you're arguing and going crazy, like I am, like I have that side too. They don't know it's another side. They're only seeing what you're showing them. So maybe you should get a fuller picture and start vlogging somehow. You know, those vlogging channels, and just show how hard you work, what you go through, your struggles, your triumphs, your losses, stuff like that.
John, you're human. Everybody makes mistakes. You'll come back. You fought through, and now you're on the next level. Is that? I do kind of want to thank you so much. But like, I'm not. It's listen, like, you know, the last 6 months for us have been horrible. Like on top of like the rest of the stuff that was going on, and like, look, me and Cody were working. We were driving and just doing deliveries, like in whatever. And now we have a home and we furnished it, and like it's great. Granted, it's not like the best furnished fucking place in the world. Like we have like horrible curtains, you know, like not great. But we're getting there.
Your home, yeah.
You know, and I told Sherelle, I'm like, I will never ever be in that position, like where like, you know, we'll be in that spot again. And
John, you are doing. Listen, you got to talk yourself out of this. Look at the things we got good going on behind the scenes that no one knows about that could really make us.
Yeah, no, I know.
Bring in some serious money. And you're just looking at the downside. That can come through any day. And so, you know, you just got to stay focused and be happy where we are now. And then one day we're going to look back and say, do you remember when we used to blog? Do you remember when we used to blog and, you know, you'd be like, oh, yeah, that was so long ago. You got to keep
your lips to God's ears, my friend. From your lips to God's ears.
Ron, they pick us out of nowhere. They call us. You think they're calling everybody? They don't. So you just keep moving forward and keep doing your thing. I think that you're letting numbers get to you. Everybody does. It's easy to do.
Okay, Sherelle, like, we're all like in this game. Like, you know, you look at numbers. Like when you see that they're down.
I don't. You do. I don't. I don't look at my numbers.
Like when I saw I was getting like 50, 40, 100,000 views for each YouTube video. Now I'm like, oh my God. Oh, look, I broke 1,000. Like, that's great. Like,
if you look at the numbers, John, it's going to affect you, not just you, anybody. Someone said to me before, I said something, and someone said, with your number, your platform, how dare you? I don't know. I just do my job. Don't look at the numbers. It will dictate how you feel and how you come. Don't look at the numbers. Just do you. Because that's what people want to see at the end of the day.
Thank you, Peaches.
See, you are. John, you were here before all of us.
I was, but like, I feel like I'm like, you know, like I'm like an abacus at this point. Like, you know what? Like I
used to watch you. Oh my God, you know, this guy's so good. Who is that? Every time you went live, I would go watch. Every interview you had, I would watch.
Ego boost, especially you, Sherelle. Like, I thank you. I appreciate it. But like,
I did.
You know,
I used to watch you all the time. Like, oh my God, one day, you know, it'd be nice to know him one day. You know how when you're starting out.
John, you have your supporters, John. On Facebook, they talked bad about Larissa and Jokos and his mom. I thought you was crazy until I. Thank you, Sassy.
No one can report it like you report it.
Well,
You're
Cody's
funny.
coming in and giving his 2 cents.
Thank you, Cody. We gotta pull John back.
It's like the elephant in the room. Like, I can't ignore the fact that I'm losing followers on Instagram. Like, I'm about to drop under 70,000. Like, nobody cares anymore. Like, and like, I made mistakes. Like, going back to what I just said, like, when we were in that place for 2 years, I acted out. And, from motel to motel. And, like, I was in a bad place. Like, when people attacked us, I was like, rah, and like, I just didn't give a shit. And now that we're like back, prior to like us leaving New York with the GoFundMe, we were normal and people loved us. And now after the fact, like we're kind of back in the same place that we were before. It's just not exciting to people anymore. Like, I just don't get it. And no matter what I do, I'm just trying to be like a different person. And
you got to stay on track. Listen, 90 Day went down. Everyone says that. So Angela's coming back next season. So maybe the OGs will bring it back. So you're dealing with that. You don't want people around that want you to be full of drama. If that's what they want you to watch you for, you don't want that. You'll be fine. But you have to take our advice. You keep not taking our advice.
I am. Listen, I am. I listened to you and Perry, like when you told me not to do that live, and but like we're good. Now I got it on my system, and now we're done. But yeah, I guess so. I mean,
I guarantee you, John, one day me and you're going to say, remember when we used to be bloggers? We're going to say that. Remember when we used to be bloggers and, we were going through our things, and then we're going to have a whole new set of problems. We wish for those days. We're going to have a whole new set of problems. We're going to be like,
well, we're walking on a red carpet and you say that to me, and like, we're like, and we're like taking pictures, like, like
one day, I swear it's going to happen. Trust me, I'm going to say, do you notice this? We always find our way.
Sherelle, I'm holding you to it. I'm waiting for that day.
We fight, we fall out, we make our way back, and then we always get new offers.
I just got from the red carpet.
Sorry. One day we're going to say, remember when we were bloggers and we thought life was rough then, and now we have money and it's worse? That's how it goes. Because people, you can't control what people say. You can't control what they do. So why let them dictate how you feel? This is this is a new opportunity, and I refuse to not let you see this. We are on to new, bigger, and better things. And it has to be something. I mean, look how many bloggers there are. Tons.
Well, no, look how many bloggers like that suck. And like, look at the good ones. Like, that's it. Like, we have
something special.
A blogger, like,
Why would you watch somebody argue all day? There's something about our personalities. People watch you for your personality. They watch you for the drama. You were going through a reset, which we are not the only bloggers to go through. Do you think that this is a common problem? Because with so many, like this, since COVID, how many new bloggers have come on the scene? Like, oh my God, like who are these people? I remember it was just me and you. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And now, like, who the hell is this? Who is that? The top of competition has gotten stiff. People have gotten more ruthless and will do anything to knock you off your spot. So don't let that affect you. Are you going to listen to me this time?
I am. I have been listening to you. I promise I haven't.
Well, we've talked behind the scenes, and I remember one time talking to you.
You're watching me twerk it like over here on the side because like I'm over here twerking because I could give 2 balonies. Please.
Thank you.
I'm just like on the verge of being like, like maybe like my time in the sun is done. And
first of all, if you're done, I'm done. Don't forget golden opportunities. Don't.
Nothing done. Ain't nothing done. It's just
ain't nothing done. I'm not gonna let you be done because I'm like, first of all,
I don't know what's going on.
You're not taking me with you because if you're done, I'm done, and I'm not done. I am not done.
I ain't done.
We are young. We have a lot of life ahead of us. I am not done. And everybody's life, whether you feel it or not, goes through ups and downs. They just don't tell us their downs. And you are open enough to talk about yours. And
well, so I think that me and you are both like honestly, like me and you are like only 2 bloggers who incorporate like their regular lives into like what we talk about. And that's what makes us like genuine,
You have to be honest. For me, just if this is me, this is what I'm going through, but that takes courage. Some people don't.
Any other blogger in the world who like talks about like their personal life and like, what they talk about. I can't think of one other person. I honestly can't.
Because also too, some people, this is a fickle job, and some people will hold all of their downtime to themselves and feel alone. And so you open up. We open up. We talk to each other. So and
we're human, and we like we're not just like at one speed like where we just post. Oh look, Mike's an asshole. Oh look, Jovi's cheating on Yara. Oh, it's just like we put.
You talk about your own life.
Yeah.
You talk about like, oh my God, I'm going through this right now. I do the same thing. People said, oh my God, you are going to ruin yourself if you tell people you have COVID. Swear to God. They were like, don't do that. What are you doing? Because I'm going through. So we're open, and it's easier to judge someone than to tell what you're going through. Half of the people that watch us won't say what they're going through. But if you say it, other people can relate to it. And you have to say this, John, listen, I have a new opportunity and my life is going in a different direction. And you got to remember that. And when life changes on you, and everyone changes, every life goes through ups and down. It's a blessing. It's a new opportunity to start again. You have to remember that. You have to remember that. Who cares? All those things that people are saying about you are in the past. ED at the end. He used to, he did.
No, not ED at the end. Meth head's doing this and meth head's doing that. And Cody's,
hang on.
And we did the thing about 9 to 5. Cody's too fat. And we did the thing about what Stephanie,
listen, I ain't gonna fake it. I packed on some pounds, but you know what? I'm carrying it. These are my knees that are carrying it. I don't care.
There you go, Cody. That's your attitude. This is what I'm going through right now. It is what it is.
What did I say to you before? All I do is
shot.
I Taylor Swift it. I shake it off. I don't care. Hey, listen, I packed on some pounds. I don't care. I own it. So I don't have to buy a medium now. Now I have to buy a large. Okay, whatever.
And you're just going through something right now, John. You feel
but like the thing is that like we're happy. Like that's like we're not going through anything right now.
No,
like,
it's just like
we have our house and we're working and we have nice things again and like we're bettering our lives. Like, we're not going through anything right now. We're happy and like we're living and like we're working and we're doing this and like that's it. Like, like it's not like the same like, oh look, John's so downtrodden. Oh look, he's going from motel.
It does not affect me because you know what? I can still drop it like it's hot. I don't care. I don't care. Every single day, every morning, I drop it like it's hot. And I still make sure I can get up. And if I can get up, well, then it's a brand new day.
And look, I gained weight.
There you go.
Like, what's all this? Like, do you see all this? Like,
that's
what?
Now,
sit down and shut up. That is nothing.
That's
sit
all the
down
meth that we're doing. That's that high meth carb diet that we're on right now. So, what it is.
You can't listen to people. You cannot. What did you just told Deavan? You just gave Deavan a speech about don't worry about what they say. You know what's true. And you know what you're going through. You just told Deavan the same thing. Now you have to take your own advice. And I'm with you. I feel so happy right now. I could care less what anybody says.
John, listen to her. The real world.
If I could do a split, I'd be doing a split. I'm trying to do a straddle right now. I'm like, I don't
Thank
even
you,
know
Heidi.
Get up on that.
But listen, I have like these. Oh my God, Cooch. All three of you, Deavan, kick serious butt. Thanks for a great live.
Oh, see. You're going through something right now, but we are on the verge. We are on the verge, John. Trust and believe. We are about to blow everyone's mind in a positive way. So just don't. And then people
haters, we're gonna have the last laugh. So that's all.
We're gonna have the last laugh. They're gonna talk about us now, and then they're gonna say later, "How did they do that?" And then they're gonna try to copy us. Watch. Then they're gonna try to copy us.
I'm on right now on the website of Macy's, and I'm like trying to order some new thongs for me. Like, hey, I don't care. Macy's, though. I'm gonna be walking around in a thong too. Like, I don't care.
And then you got Cody. He's a blessing, John. Don't forget that. Cody is too much. You are at Macy's right now?
No, I'm at the lot. I'm online.
You are too much, Cody. Cody's great. Cody's great, John. Be grateful. You guys are a great couple.
I am grateful for him. He's the only keeping together.
Great. He's funny. He's the best.
He knows it. I know he knows it because he's the one that told me to go on the website to order some songs.
You guys are a cute couple. It's the beginning. I promise you, one day we're going to be like, remember when we were bloggers? We're about to go. We're going places, John. We're going places.
You will sure get the last laugh, we fans were hearing. Thank you, Heidi. And like, listen, Sherelle, I cannot wait to have the last laugh.
I'm gonna have the last laugh. People don't understand. They're looking on the outside. They're judging. They don't know what's going on. Why are these two so good buddies now? What's going?
But we were always good buddies, and like we something happened. We all know who it is. I'm not gonna say names.
Blah blah blah. That's in the past.
That's in the past. That's in the past.
That's in the toilet and already flushed.
And honestly, I am so grateful that we can laugh because, like, I missed you, and so did Cody, and
I missed you guys. Yeah.
And
it wasn't that long. How long were we met? Months? Couple months?
6, 8 months. I don't know.
Was it 6 or 8? Was it that long?
Time flies, right?
It was funny though, because I was talking about it the other day. Someone had brought it up and they were just saying how riveting it was. They were like, we couldn't stop watching. It's crazy. I mean, we kind of act alike, don't we? Like,
no, we are cut from the same cloth, me and you. I think I'm your sister.
Yeah.
I'm your brother from another mother. Like, I don't know. Like, that's what's going on right now. Like, me and you are the same fucking person, and I think anybody who knows us can validate that. Like, that means even Perry said the other night when we talked on the phone, he's like, "You and Sherelle are the same fucking person," and I'm like, yeah, we are. That's what we are.
I've had so many people say, "Sherelle, don't go online and say that. Don't say that." And I did, like we were trying to do you, and I'm like, "I can shut up." Anyway, I'm getting ready to go. I'll see you guys.
Personality, we really do, and I love you. I really do. And
I love you too.
I'm so happy that like we're like in this spot, and I know a lot of people who watch us are like equally as happy because like I keep getting comments like, "I'm so happy to see you laughing together again and being together again." So
peace is always better than war. Peace is always better than war. So
that's what we're doing. That's
okay, John. Okay, I can't.
That's
Cody, take over. He's gonna hang up. He's gonna go on Reddit. He's gonna get kicked out of another site and leave him alone. Stop.
I blocked from my own fan club. How worse can it get for me?
No, John, that's a classic. We're gonna be laughing about that.
No, I'm posting on Instagram. 1 second. I just got blocked from my own fan club. Like, where's the justice? Justice for John Yates. What's going on? Hashtag.
No, I can't top that. Get kicked out of my own, blocked from your own fan page. That's funny. All right, you guys. I love you. I'll talk to you guys later. That was a good interview with Deavan. And tell Deavan I said hello.
I love you too. Good night, everybody, and good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.